Many months ago, I had to say goodbye to my Generation 6 iPad mini. My YouTube channel was still a baby and my Substack account was but a twinkle in the virtual eye of the internet. In those early YouTube days, strange to think that it was only a year ago, I had zero money coming in to buy tech that I could review. So when I wanted to keep the Kindle Scribe that I had just purchased, which I also made a video on, I'll put a link somewhere on the screen and in the description, I had to sell my iPad mini to help pay for the Scribe. Now it turns out that the Scribe video was the start of my channel finding an audience. And with the help of a German writer's blog post, it's a bit random, I know, and I can't remember his name, but anyway, that video went somewhat viral. And consequently, I eventually surpassed the 1,000 subscriber mark and 4,000 watch hours needed for my channel to be accepted into the YouTube Partners program. In other words, a little bit of money started coming my way. And the long and short of this is that, along with other paid editing work, I have recently found myself in a position to purchase another iPad mini 6. I'd not lost my love for this helpful little device. And over the last year, I've often watched videos from other tech YouTubers fawning over their iPad mini. And it was while watching a couple of these videos last week, Mark Ellis Reviews and that Mark Gilroy, again, I'll put links in the description to these awesome YouTubers, that I was encouraged to take a look on Amazon to see what prices you might be expected to pay at the moment. And I was pleasantly surprised to find an affordable renewed unit. So I took the plunge with the money that I'd accumulated since I'd said goodbye to my original iPad mini. Despite the recent news of an Apple event on the 7th of May 2024, where Apple are almost certainly going to show off some new iPad Pros, iPad Airs, alongside a new iPad Pencil, and possibly a new Magic Keyboard too, let me present to you 7 reasons why I think you should still consider buying an iPad mini in 2024. Now let's start with that price, as that's nearly always the most significant barrier for someone to buy a new piece of tech. Renewed or refurbished iPad models come at a significantly reduced price compared to brand new units. I mean, take a look at the Apple Store today. You'll find a brand new 64GB model starting at £569 and the 256 at £749. Now that's a really strange jump in memory, but we'll let that go. However, if you check out the renewed models on the Apple Store, which are as new and even come with a proper warranty, you might find as much as £110 off, depending on which version you're after and availability, of course. Now that might sound tempting, but let me tell you, there's even better deals to be had on eBay, Backmarket or Amazon. As with my model, I picked up this 64GB renewed version for just over £300, which is a massive saving. It looks as good as new, everything is as it should be, and even if you can't afford to buy it outright, you get to split the cost over a few months with really a small amount of interest to be paid. Now, apart from eBay, where there's not much guarantee of quality, renewing or refurbishing should involve thorough testing of the device for functionality and replacing defective parts, and the device should also be cleaned and repackaged. And you know what? Often that makes it nearly indistinguishable from a new product in terms of appearance and operational capacity. And that ensures that while the price is lower, the performance remains high. And I've purchased a couple of iPhones from Backmarket, and I can attest to receiving great products in the condition I expected, if not better, at a reasonable price. Purchasing a renewed device is not only economically savvy, but also environmentally friendly. If you opt for a refurbished tablet, you're going to reduce waste and the demand for new resources, which surely is appealing for those of you who are a bit eco-conscious. So given these benefits, a renewed iPad mini 6th generation presents a really compelling value proposition if you're looking to maximize functionality and style without straining your budget. The portability of the iPad mini makes it a standout choice, particularly if you value compactness without sacrificing functionality. Apple redesigned the iPad mini at the back end of 2021 and brought it in line, design-wise, to emulate those sleek aesthetics of the iPad Air and Pro models, featuring these thinner bezels and the removal of the home button. This redesign modernized the look and maximized the screen space, packing in an 8.3-inch display into a form factor that's really easy to carry around. And in my experience, this compact size doesn't hinder the iPad mini's capabilities. It still manages to house features like a Touch ID, which is integrated into the power button for easy access. And it even supports the latest second generation Apple Pencil. That makes it an ideal tool for on-the-go productivity. The smaller frame of the iPad mini 6 might appeal to you if you frequently travel or simply need a device that fits into smaller bags and spaces. And despite its reduced size, it doesn't compromise on power or screen quality. Perfect for everything from reading ebooks to watching videos. And I think that this balance of size, functionality and aesthetic appeal make it a really valuable device. I've loved having USB-C on my iPhone 15 Pro Max, and to be honest, I'd forgotten that Apple had already made this shift on the iPad mini, and they gave it that redesign in 2021, and they replaced the Lightning connector with a USB-C connector. So remembering that the Mini is compatible with USB accessories was somewhat of a pleasant surprise. This gives the iPad Mini usability beyond the basic tablet functionality of checking emails and watching streaming shows. USB-C allows the Mini to be used with an external drive, docking station, and even external monitors. So connect a Bluetooth mouse and a keyboard to this thing, and well, you've got a little laptop ready to go. These features collectively extend the functionality of the iPad mini 6, transforming it from a simple tablet to a pretty powerful tool despite its size, capable of handling various tasks that require more than just a touchscreen. I think that this compatibility with the many USB-C accessories available justifies the investment in a renewed model and ensures the device's longevity and adaptability. The performance of the iPad mini is another compelling reason to consider this device, thanks to its A15 Bionic chip, capable of handling everything from everyday tasks to more demanding applications like basic video editing and graphically intensive games. I used my first iPad mini 6 as a video editor for a few weeks while I traded in my iPad Pro once, and it performed more than adequately. I'm not saying it's amazing, but it can do the job in a pinch. And for those who like numbers, well, the Mini uses that A15 Bionic chip, which Apple also used in the iPhone 13 series. It also includes a 6-core CPU with 2 performance cores and 4 efficiency cores, and a 5-core GPU for graphics, and a 16-core neural engine that enhances the machine learning capabilities according to the specs. The bottom line is that this level of performance means that the iPad mini 6 can run current applications smoothly and should be supported for a good few years yet. I believe that despite the inevitable advancements in technology that the newer models might bring, the iPad mini's performance means it remains competitive within the market. Now, despite everything I've just said about how powerful the iPad mini 6 is, I'll probably will only use it primarily for note-taking and content consumption. The Mini is there when I want something bigger than my iPhone 15 Pro Max and I don't want to lug out my iPad Pro 12.9 inch. The Mini's 8.3-inch liquid retina display gives you vibrant colours and crisp detail. And the screen's resolution ensures that the media you're watching is displayed with clarity and richness. The only downside is the 500 nits of brightness, which means watching on the Mini outside on a sunny day might be negatively affected. And something else you need to be aware of is the jelly-like scrolling that many users complained about when the device was first released. Now, I never had an issue with this scrolling effect. It just didn't bother me. It didn't bother me enough that I felt the need to call out Apple on it anyway. Apparently, the jelly effect happens the way that the screen refreshes itself as you scroll. In all other circumstances, I don't think it'll bother you. Audio quality, it's another strong point. The Mini includes stereo speakers, which deliver clear and reasonably loud sound, making it great for watching movies or participating in video calls without needing external speakers. It's also quite light, 293 grams, which makes it very comfortable to hold for extended periods, whether you're catching up on your favorite series or scrolling through articles. This ease of use is crucial for a device intended to serve as a media consumption tool, as it allows for longer, more enjoyable viewing sessions without the strain associated with larger, heavier tablets. Again, another reason why I sometimes don't grab my iPad Pro 12.9 inch. If you've been watching my YouTube channel for a while, or if you read my Substack posts, you'll know that I've fallen in love with my Kindle Scribe and its note-taking capabilities. So this section on the iPad Mini and how it makes for an excellent note taker might be a little surprising. Firstly, the integration with the Apple Pencil 2 transforms the iPad Mini 6 into a dynamic tool for writing and drawing. The Pencil's precise input is ideal for creating detailed artwork or, together with the size of the Mini, jotting down notes during meetings or lectures. The responsiveness and pressure sensitivity of the Pencil mimics a natural writing and drawing experience, which is further enhanced by apps like Apple Notes and Notability. Now, these apps, amongst many others, allow for handwritten notes and support typing, making the iPad Mini a hybrid tool suitable for various types of content creation. Secondly, the iPad Mini is also supported by powerful applications that expand its utility. For example, the Notes app provides a straightforward interface for organizing notes and folders with searchable content. And also the Freeform app, which is Apple's collaborative whiteboard app, allows you to work on a flexible canvas where you can integrate text and sketches, photos, web links, and even audio recordings. And that's particularly useful for project planning or creative brainstorming sessions where various types of media need to be compiled, pulled in, and shared. And that's something you simply can't do on the Kindle Scribe, the Remarkable 2, or any other e-ink device, as far as I'm aware. The e-ink note-taking devices just offer a more simplistic but more focused solution. Now, writing on that Kindle Scribe feels like writing with pencil on paper, but the iPad Mini has this area literally covered too. Accessories like the Paperwhite screen protector can be added, and there are cheaper options like this one here from Bursem, but Paperlike does lead the market by far. But the screen protector not only protects the device, but it also adds a texture that simulates the feel of paper, providing a more familiar and comfortable writing experience and improving precision for handwriting and sketching. Finally, number 7. Let me directly address the elephant in the room regarding the timing of a new iPad Mini release. Current insights from industry analysts and reports suggest that while Apple is planning an update to the iPad Mini series, it's not expected to launch until later in 2024. In fact, notable Apple analyst Mark Gurman has hinted at a release schedule that pushes the new iPad Mini possibly into 2025. But look, even if they released a new iPad Mini next month, I would still argue that this is a good buy for the price. I only need to look at my wife's iPad Pro 12.9 inch, which is the 2018 version, and that's still working amazingly well. And it's supported by updates and accessories, and based on that reasoning, I reckon the iPad mini 6 has many years left yet. It seems that Apple is currently focusing on other products, such as the new iPad Airs, the new iPad Pros, and other hardware like the new Apple Pencil and redesigned Magic Keyboard. And considering the possibility that Apple probably won't replace the iPad mini 6 anytime soon, I do stress probably, several factors are relevant. Apple has been known to extend the life cycle of specific models when they still meet market needs effectively, even as newer technologies and models are introduced. The iPad mini 6, with its strong performance metrics and unique size, continues to fill a niche that I think simply doesn't require immediate updating. In that context, the decision not to rush a new iPad mini to market, I don't think should be seen as a lack of innovation, but rather as a deliberate choice to optimize product offerings across the board. And that strategy benefits us, the consumer, by maintaining a stable option in the mini tablet category, known for its reliability and its performance. And at the same time, Apple enhances other areas of its product ecosystem. So there you have it, my 7 reasons for you to consider buying an Apple iPad mini now and not wait for a product that might never materialize, at least not anytime soon. The price that you can pick one of these up for now, I think, makes it a really compelling purchase. And maybe, just maybe, the mini will worm its way into your gadget-focused heart, as it has for many tech YouTubers, like it has in mine. And if I've not convinced you, then why not check out this video here, where I review the Kindle Scribe with the same level of enthusiasm.